Hello and welcome to my channel Incredible Biology. I Nidhi Joshi welcomes you all, my dearest students, and who is watching this video tutorial. I hope you all are well and good at your home in this COVID-19 situation. In this situation, we are not able to teach you into the classroom and you all are not able to come at the college. So we find a way to reach you and to teach you by this platform. So now we get into today's topic. In previous tutorial, we started Unit 1 Systematics. In the tutorial, we discussed about classification of animal kingdom with reference to diversity in various manners on the basis of similarities and differences. With various parameters like habitat, shape and size, level of organization, body plan, symmetry, body cavity, germ layer, metamerism, civilization, appendages, organ system, body temperature, and also we'll discuss in detail organ system. The first four organ system: digestive system, respiratory system, circulatory system, and excretory system. In today's session, we are discussing the other remaining system: nervous system, skeletal system, and reproductive system. Now, first we jump on the nervous system. On the basis of nervous system, we are classifying and comparing all the living organisms. What is, first of all, the question arises in our mind is, what is a nervous system? The network of nerve cells and fibers which transmits nerve impulses between parts of the body. The network of nerve cells and the fiber which transmits the nerve impulses from the brain towards the body part, it is called a nervous system. It is a complex structure in our body. The nervous system is a highly complex part of an animal that coordinates its action and sensory information by transmitting signals to and from different parts of its body. The nervous system is a highly complex part of an animal's body that coordinates the actions and the sensation information by transmitting signal from the brain towards the organ and from the organ towards the brain. It is called the nervous system of the animal's body. It is for coordination of the body. Why we need a nervous system? For the better coordination of our body parts, we need nervous system. Here we can discuss the several types of nervous system found in animals. First of all, neural precursors in sponges. In phylum Porifera, there are neural precursors as a nervous system. In phylum Coelenterata Cnidaria or in Hydra, animal Hydra, diffused nerve net type of nervous system is found. In Platyhelminthes and Aschelminthes phylum, there are ladder-like structure as a nervous system. In Annelida, there is ventral nerve cord and a nerve ring is found. In mollusca, there is nerves and ganglions are found. In Echinodermata, there are two surfaces, oral surface and aboral surface. On both the surface, there are two nerve rings are found as a nervous system. In higher vertebrates and in higher chordates or higher animals, there is a CNS, means central nervous system. Central nervous system found. What is central nervous system? Central nervous system includes highly evolved brain and the spinal cord with vertebrae. In higher animals, there is a central nervous system and peripheral nervous system is found. Here we can picturize this nervous system. In Hydra and Cnidarian types of animal, there is diffused nerve net type of nervous system is found. In Echinodermata, oral and aboral surface, there are nerve rings and radial nerves are found. In flatworms, there is a nerve cord and transverse nerve are found. In leeches, there are ventral nerve cord and the brain and ganglia are found. The brain is further evolved in the arthropoda. There are ventral nerve cord and segmental ganglia are found in mollusca. There are two different animals of mollusca. One is chiton and one is squid. Both the nervous system is different from each other. Here brain and ganglia and nerves are found. Here longitudinal nerve cord, anterior nerve ring and ganglia are found. Here brain is not found, here brain is found. In one phylum there are two different type of nervous system also evolved and also found. In the higher chordate and higher animals there are highly evolved brain and the spinal cord or dorsal nerve cord with the vertebrae are found. Now the next system, skeletal system. On the basis of skeletal system, we must classify and we must compare the organisms and the animals. What is, first of all, the question arises in our mind is, what is the skeletal system? The framework of the body consisting of bones and other connective tissues which protects and supports the body, tissue and internal organs, which is provide the framework to the body. On the basis of skeletal system, we classify and compare the organisms. The skeletal system is the framework of the body which is made up of bones and connective tissues and which protects our body and supports the body tissue and internal organ. On the basis of these, there are two types of skeletal is found. If the framework is inside the body, it is known as endoskeleton, and if the framework is outside the body, it is known as exoskeleton. In endoskeleton, there are bones, cartilaginous tissue, spicules found in porifera. There are spicules from calcium, forum made up of calcium, and there are spicules from made up of silica. If the spicules is made up of calcium, it is known as calcareous spicules, and if the spicules is made up of silica, it is known as siliceous spicules. These are the structure found inside the body known as endoskeleton and which give the framework of inside the body. In outside the body, exoskeleton made up of nails, horns, hooves, feathers, scales, scutes, skin, etc. These all are the framework and structure outside of the body known as exoskeleton. Now we jump onto the last system, reproductive system. On the basis of reproduction, we can easily classify the animal and compare the animals. First of all, what is reproduction? Reproduction is a biological process by which new individual organisms or offspring are produced from their parents. Reproduction is the process by which new organism is produced from their parents. Reproduction is a fundamental feature of all non-life. Each individual organism exists as the result of reproduction. Reproduction is the fundamental process of the life. Each the living organism is the result of reproduction. There are two forms of reproduction found in animals and also plants. There are asexual and sexual reproduction. Now we further discuss both the reproduction, asexual reproduction and sexual reproduction. Now what is asexual reproduction? Asexual reproduction is the reproduction in that an organism can reproduce without the involvement of another organism. One organism reproduces by itself without the involvement of another organism. By budding or by fission, these are the most known examples of asexual reproduction. In this picture, we can see the hydra asexual reproduction done in hydra. In first picture, the bird is arise on the mother animal. In second, there is developing of that bud. In third picture, new bud is fully developed and detached of the body, and the new hydra. After the detachment of the parent body, the new hydra arise and living as an independent organism. In sexual reproduction, what is sexual reproduction? Sexual reproduction typically requires the sexual interaction of the two specialized organisms called gametes. Sexual reproduction requires the sexual interaction of two specialized organisms called gametes, male gamete or female gametes, which contains half number of chromosomes of normal cells and are created by meiosis, which contain both the gametes contain half number of chromosome, and these are created by the meiosis process, with typically a male fertilizing a female of the same species to create a fertilized zygote. After this process, the male gamete fertilized the female gamete of same species to create a fertilized zygote or embryo. These produces offspring organisms whose genetic characteristics are derived from those of the two parental organisms. After this process, the offspring is arise whose genetic characteristics are derived from those of two parental organisms. Sexual reproductions Sexual reproduction also meant by sexual dimorphisms and hermaphroditic animal. What is sexual dimorphisms? Here the male and female are the separate organisms, and in hermaphrodite there is a male and female. Both the reproductive organs are in the same animal. Here we can see the sexual reproduction. We can take the humans example. Here male's sperm and female's ova or female's egg are found, both having half number of chromosome. Both made up male fertilize the female, male sperm fertilize the female egg and made up of zygote. Then zygote transforms into embryo, and embryo after 9 months embryo transforms into a small baby. It is a sexual reproduction example. Now what is hermaphrodite? A person or animal having both male and female sex organs or other sexual characteristics either abnormally or as the natural condition. A person or animal have the both male and female sexual characteristic or sex organs by either it is abnormally or either as a natural condition. There are two forms of hermaphroditism: protoandrous and protogynous. Now what is protoandrous? Having the male reproductive organs matures first before the female, example earthworm and leeches. Here male reproductive organ matures first. Protogynous, here female reproductive organs matures first, example herdman. In this condition, how the reproductions is occur? The cross fertilization is occur and the reproduction takes place in hermaphroditic animal. Here we can also see the asexual reproduction by binary fission and multiple fission. Here amoeba, arcella, trypanosoma, flagellata and paramecium. Here binary fission, from one cell differentiated and bifurcates into two new individual. It is known as binary fission. And here multiple fission is found in Plectomyces, Bledovibrio, Tenria and Euplosion. Here from one organism there are multiple organisms are arise. It is known as multiple fission. Now on which basis fertilization occurs and development occurs? In animals there are two types of fertilization: external as well as internal fertilization. If the fertilization is outside of the body or into the water and another media, outside of the parental body or inside the water bodies and another medium, it is known as external fertilization. And if the fertilization is inside the parent body, inside the female's body, it is known as internal fertilization. Now what development? After the fertilization, there are two types of development found in animal: direct as well as indirect development. Indirect development, egg direct hatches into the adult or female, give the birth to the new young. In indirect development, there are metamorphosis process is found from the egg larva. Each has larva hatches from the larva pupa, and from the pupa adult is come. So it is known as metamorphosis process. It is progressive and retrogressive types of metamorphosis also found in animals. Here we can picturize these two things: external as well as internal fertilization. In aves and mammals, there is internal fertilization. Fertilization is inside the body of female. It is known as internal fertilization. And in salmon fish or fishes and amphibia, there are external fertilization is found. Female, after the mating period, female lays ova on the water bed, then male is come and lays their sperm on the ova. After the ova and sperm are fertilized into the water, this is known as external fertilization. In this picture, two fertilization between a cock and the hen is an example of internal fertilization, and fertilization is external in salmon. The female deposits her ova on the river bed, then the male deposits his sperm on the water, and they swim to fertilize the ova. Here these two pictures. By the lion's picture, we can understand the direct development. The newly born young one looks like an adult but small in the size. In mammals and birds, the direct development is shown. In arthropoda, there are adult lays an eggs, egg hatches into larva grow into pupa, and pupa goes into adult. These are indirect development, and the process of egg hatches into larva grows into pupa, and pupa hatches into adult, known as metamorphosis. So in lion-like animal, there is direct development, newly hatched young one, and newly born young one looks like an adult but small in size. And here, from egg to adult, there are many forms are found. It is known as indirect development. So if you have any question, you can ask me into the comment boxes and through the Google Classroom. On the basis of these all the systems, we can easily classify all the organisms into all the organisms of animal kingdom. So today's topic is over here. In next tutorial, we discuss the phylum all the phylums in detail with the example. If you like to watch my tutorial, like the video, share the video, and subscribe my channel Incredible Biology, and hit that bell icon so you never miss the update from the Incredible Biology. So stay tuned at Incredible Biology and stay learned at your homes. Stay home, stay safe. Thank you.